I remember that.
Hey guys, welcome to the My Hero Academia Manga stream. It's Sunday. We're reading up on chapter 325. Mark is with us.
Yes.
And I gotta tell you something. There's something that we always do before we start the new manga stream chapter. And what would that be?
Oh, yes. You see, before every streaming chapter, we have a thing. It goes a little bit like this. Recap episode!
Yes, the recap episode. We got chapter 324 that we're gonna do a little quick recap on. It's called my favorite, like my own personal like headcanon for the title of the chapter is I always love seeing pain.
Pain.
It's like those times like in the manga chapters where they do flashbacks of all the class 1A like students in like their little chitlin form, but we got Araka who kind of like is taking this chapter because it's pretty much like her speech part 2, right? She's pretty much trying to convince everyone to look at Deku like as like an individual, like just a simple person instead of like this threat, this thing that like is a huge target with a huge blast radius for everyone. So
A huge blast radius.
I mean, why are you booing me? I'm right.
Why are you booing me? I'm right.
Dude, I need to get a sound bit for that. It's so genuine.
My
It's gonna be
friend
4
actually-
years. He's not gonna cut halfway through. Woo! Why are you yelling at me? I'm right.
Dude, my friend made an edit of one of my other friends, put his head on that guy, and just it's been a meme in the group ever since.
It's pretty great. A lot of Eric Andre bits. Speaking of which, I think he's gonna be featured in the next Jackass movie. I kind of want to watch it because of that.
Be fantastic.
My God. But in any case, so Deku's just kind of in awe like of like Araka really standing up for him, like really just fighting up there, especially against like people who say otherwise and deny like Deku as a person. Literally everyone was just simply watching from afar. You guys commented on how Best Genius's neck actually supersedes like Present Mike's head and like hair length. And you're right.
Christopher said that.
Another great bit was the flashback too, where I forget. Wait, what was the guy's name actually? The hero.
Which one?
The guy in the flashback for Araka.
Oh, the guy in the flashback for Uraraka? I think it was Eel Man.
Yeah, something like that. He does like
Eel Guy or Eel Man.
he does like a victory pose, and you see Araka like spit snot out her nose.
Just like, oh!
You saw a little bit of Toga like in the flashback. I wonder if that's going to go in a direction that we're hoping for.
There's a literal theory going around right now that is Toga.
Really?
That's what some people are saying. They're like, watch, that's not Uraraka this entire time. It's been Toga. I was like, yo,
Yeah.
I'd live.
That sounds kind of crazy, actually. I mean, it'd be cool, right? But that's such a huge character change for her to even say that, right?
Like,
This-
I don't think that that's gonna happen. But would it be batshit fucking wild? Absolutely.
Yeah, it would. Remember how they just kind of left Best Genius like in the dark, and we had no idea what happened to him
It's true. We did
for a fair long time.
People were debating whether or not he was actually in that bag or not.
Right. But anyway, Araka continues on with her speech, pretty much does the title drop, and Deku proceeds to cry like with the overmounting like emotions going through. And just to carry that flow, here comes Tall Lady, and here comes Shota going in to reach out to him. Whatchamacalls it? I was trying to pick out like something to quote here, but I guess you know how like the entirety of the story is all about how Deku becomes like the #1 hero or the greatest hero, and at the end of this chapter,
about how it says that it's actually about how we all become the greatest heroes.
it's so crazy. It's like that last panel is like, and even before that, it shows, oh, it was Coda, actually. It was like, what shoes do you want? It's gotta be those red ones.
And you see Izuku doing his roar of victory over Muscular, like the flashback.
That was so crazy. Oh, geez. So here comes more pain, right?
And then he bodied Muscular with one hit next time they met.
I mean, the character growth's there.
I know, it's like before, he nearly died the first time. This time, tap.
Yeah, like he didn't even like really go. There was no foe like 100 either. He just like,
I know. He just gave it to him.
Mm-hmm.
He just said, "All right." Bah. Okay.
All right. So before we continue on with the new chapter, Mark, do you need any help pulling up the chapter or reading it?
Sure.
Oh, yeah, okay. In that case, I'll go ahead and share it. It shouldn't be any issues on my end to do that. Let's see. I will, once I find where the share screen button is. It's literally the centered like big buttons in the call.
Right. I can't wait till I get it. I can't wait till I get a actual proper PC so I can actually do more things.
Mm-hmm. Okay, here we are. I'll be sure to zoom in whenever we need to. But okay, so we got the first page, and I'll go ahead and start it off. You see, I think this is still Coda shoes that you see in the first panel, like running towards Deku.
Those are the red ones.
And here comes grape juice, Mineta. Thank you. He says, "Midori, I love you." What? Huh?
Shut the fuck up.
What gives, Ida? This isn't our moment, says Ida.
You mean they're both gay?
Isn't that right, Naraka? And she just looks down at, like, all the way from the tippy top of, like, UA as we get the last, like, panel of the page. Coda, like, immediately running, beeline towards
my heart.
Deku.
He is such a good boy.
Next page, Midoriya, as the tall lady comes into frame too. This is chapter 325, "The Bonds of One for All" by Koei Horikoshi.
I'm gonna be that guy and just say, why is tall lady kind of thick?
I mean, it has to kind of like fit like her body type here.
I'm just saying, do you notice it? Because I was like, am I the one who notices she kind of thick though?
Listen, I'd be more concerned if like she had like the giraffe figure. Giraffes can do it, so it's proven it could work. But like for a human like proportion, you gotta supplement like how fucking tall you are.
True. I imagine it's because of her body type, but I was like, Horikoshi, I know you drawing them ladies recently, man, but even this girl, man, she's thick.
Let's not think about that.
Horikoshi has a type.
So you combine that with high tops, and you get something.
To be fair, I think it was said that Horikoshi did say that Murako is his dream girl. And I was like, a man of culture.
Okay. Finishing the rest of this page here. We have Coda saying, "I'm sorry, I was too scared to run over here. I'm sorry, I'm so sorry," because literally everyone was berating him. Coda wanted to reach out, but like obviously as a kid he didn't want to like go through all that. Like,
hose them all down, boy.
And he continues, "But then the lady stood up and said that stuff. I had to try because I want to be like you. That's why." Go ahead, Mark.
I'm here.
I am here. I'm here.
Let's just take a second that the boy is saying, "I am here."
Coda, no. I'm here.
Get it? You don't gotta cry anymore. You'll be okay.
Oh.
Coda. She picks him up.
Aw.
You're a UA student then, our lady says here. "Yes, miss." As she just picks him up like, boop.
Yeah, gets him back up his feet.
"Several shelters turned me away. No it's heteromorphs allowed." Heteromorph meaning like hetero is
right.
Like
pretty much like a mixed race, like
It's basically like humanoid, but not exactly human in the sense.
Yeah.
It's like it's just a mutation.
Right.
It would like they said it was one rejection after the next until UA finally took me in. But well, this means I get to see you again. She's so great. How lucky for me. Oh, thank you for saving me, my crybaby here.
Oh.
Why you gotta hit him with that backhand?
Oh.
She thick.
I was gonna say, as you see like these different shots of like both of them like hugging him, and you see the crowd just kind of looking like silently. They're part of them's like, "Aw," and others like, "Damn."
She thick. That's what I'm saying. This is a meme. This is a meme right here. They're like, she thick.
Here I'll carry on with this page here
I
too.
feel like we've seen this guy before, by the way.
We have actually. I believe
Wasn't
he
at the
was
very
actually
beginning
the
of
one.
series?
He was in the radio tower, I believe.
I was like, I could have swore he was one of the first people we saw in the series. I could be wrong.
Maybe. Like, was he the guy who was talking to Deku when he was like 14? He was saying like, "Good luck out there, hero."
That's what I was thinking. Can we look that up real quick?
Yeah. Actually, let me
You've got the manga on deck. That's right.
let me get the reference material.
Let me get the source material.
Source material. Holy shit! Holy shit! He's he's right there.
It is him.
Holy shit!
I was thinking that. I was like, where have I seen this guy before? Is he the guy Izuku talked to at the beginning?
It was.
Bro! What a callback!
Wow, dude. Yeah,
the
that's
guy
crazy.
who encouraged Izuku one of the guys who actually encouraged Izuku about becoming a hero.
That's so wild. Oh, but he continues. Instead of freaking out and laying blame every in which way, why don't we just take a moment and hear these folks out? The boy's not asking to kick up his feet and stay here forever, right? But supplies and help and good help are hard to find find out these days. So if the boy needs a break before the world grinds him down to nothing, this place is his last best bet. All right, go ahead, Mark. Let me know.
That's
if you
the
need
long and short of it, right, heroes? We see Nezu. Indeed. We see the crowd. Why not Shiketsu then? They've got the same setup. Oh, okay, you know what? Yeah, you're gonna say, okay, why aren't you at Shiketsu then? That's what I'd say. I'd say like, okay, why aren't you at Shiketsu then?
Well, Izuku Midoriya.
Well, Izuku Midoriya. Except and then we see the credit again. Except we see the woman next to them. Except they'd probably react the same way over there. She gets it.
She gets it.
We see our man again. To be frank, until our world went to hell, I never really realized it myself. How I was like a spectator, and heroes were performers on a stage. Once upon a time, the unmatched All Might showed us all how to be a hero. He was the act to follow, and everybody cheered him on. But along the way, people forgot about the heart and soul that made the man.
Well, shit, that's pretty deep. Okay, let me go ahead and do this one. As we see the panels of destroyed buildings of the present day, the stage is gone now. The theater's knocked down. With failure after failure, heroes can't be hoping for glory and riches at this point. So many of those folks we once called heroes have hung up their capes. Think about it. Those who are left, still fighting. What do you think they're fighting for? Man, dude, this guy's going all off.
I'm saying, like, dude, this guy deserves credit, man. He is fucking killing it.
If we reject the ones still standing up for what's right, what do we even got left? How there be any chance in hell of going back to our old lives? Sure, we're all hurting here, but let's stop and use our heads. How long can we be spectators on the sidelines?
This man's metaphors are so good.
It's not so good. All right, Mark, go ahead.
Can you read the top part, and I can read the rest?
Oh, okay. So panel shows movement of people. It seems to be our guy, the All Might shirt dude, which is so
That
funny
one
that they use that.
that one worried bitch.
Yeah. So he starts. There are rumors of a guy with multiple quirks, dressed in rags. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
There you go. They say he's neither an agent of the villains, or maybe a true hero. So tell us, as Izuku just looked at him in the rain. Say you get to rest here for now. Will we get back? Will we get to go back to our old lives eventually? He's like just asking, like, can you at least promise me that? Is what he's asking.
Oh,
Like, if we do this for you, will this do anything for us?
go ahead with this one.
Everyone is in this together with me, so yes, we'll bring it back. As you show Class 1A and then Izuku crying, promising him.
Damn. Okay. And with that, we got less conversations here, but it is really this guy. We don't get to see his eyes like anymore, as we
But
just.
I think it's implied that he's crying.
Okay. He's about
or at least
to.
He's choked up or something like that.
Probably then, and then meanwhile,
Endeavor Noir.
Yeah, in Noir Endeavor. What's this going on? Looks like they're right outside, and they're looking inside something. Makes something making a whir sound effect.
I think it's ectoplasm popping up.
Oh, it's ectoplasm. He's saying, "Did you happen to hear Uravity's speech?" As we have a shot of Endeavor, Hawks, and Shoto. Shoto looks slightly different, actually.
I think it's the rain.
I think it's also like his gauntlet. Actually, he never had those on him.
That is true. He is wearing a gauntlet. I forgot he doesn't wear gauntlets usually.
Mm-hmm. But anyway, ectoplasm says, "Come in and see for yourselves. All's well, at least for the time being."
There's a shining light.
And I guess I'll go ahead and continue with this one. So transition, you see a nice little three-way panel of Hawks and Shoto and Endeavor. Endeavor starts, "In the end, all we did was cause more pain for Deku. No real progress. Just a roundabout way of getting to this point." Hawk says, "No progress? I disagree." All right,
we see Hawks
ahead.
again. We're seeing it here. One for All is a network of power that links people's hearts. It's tied to All Might, to Midoriya. Then Class A kept Midoriya in the game, and Gravity linked these people to Midoriya. If all of us are even a little bit capable of seeing each other as united as one, then
Bruh.
I see a future where heroes have time to kill. One so bright we can't help but grin.
Oh my god, this is
As we see Class 1A taking care of everything.
Pager.
Man, look, Ida's armor's fucked.
Oh shit, oh wow, yeah.
Like, it's fucked. Mama Midoriya's with Midoriya, and even the guy's holding the umbrella.
My god. I still love, but see Bakugo just
I don't see where is Bakugo. Looking for him. Oh, I see.
He just kind of gives someone a look, and they're immediately like, "Oh, ooh."
Why does it look like? Not only that, it looks like freaking Kaminari just smacked him upside the head.
Oh yeah, it does kind of look like that. It's like, bro, like, chill. Like, these are civilians.
Like, I don't think he would have actually done that because he knows Bakugo would kill him.
Nah, it's probably like for a little gag.
But Mama Midoriya, Koda, Mineta.
Oh, look, Kirishima. He's actually crying too. It's like, man,
holding Ida's hand too.
Man, dude, Uraka's speech was so manly.
His speech was so manly. Dude, and Ida's still holding his buddy's hand.
Oh my god, the best class rep right here. But okay, so wait, where are we at? Okay, I can go with this one.
Oh
So
boy.
we got more detailed like drawings for Shoto here as he like looks
And
on. He says
Endeavor looked like he aged 5,000 years.
yeah. Pretty much, right?
Like these panels they draw of him, sometimes he looks young in some of them, and the other ones he looks so old.
I think it definitely helps for to drive the point of like just like what
tired.
they've been through.
He's been through a lot.
But anyway, Shoto says, "Father, we do this together." As this shows like a little bit of a panel of Toya. Endeavor just says, "Yeah," as he like holds the hat down.
Noir.
We got Cementos holding Principal Nezu. Nezu says, "This was beyond my power, but your class achieved it." Aizawa. Oh, go ahead on this one, Mark.
Aizawa. Be sure to tell my class president, job well done for me. He's got a prosthetic.
Let's go.
I told you, robotic.
Let's go, Anakin.
It actually looks cool.
Oh, it looks like super dope. I was like, oh, it looks like yeah. It's it's not the peg leg that we were expecting.
I know, Christoph peg leg eyes. I was like, man,
He could do it. I bet it.
how's the leg faring? I won't be the next Murko. I can tell you that. Well, this gives me hope for like Murko having a robotic arm.
Yeah.
And Kurogiri. I try to speak to him every day, but no progress on that front.
Oh.
He's looking at an eye patch now.
Oh yeah. Like, wait, what exactly happened to like one of his eyes?
I don't know. Actually,
It's been a while.
I don't know if it was damaged or if it's just covered while it's healing.
I don't know. Okay, I'll continue with this one. Nezu says the breakthrough with you and Mike had the inspiration to ship some Nomu Kurogiri included to the central hospital in secret and begin some restorative research.
Restorative research.
The copy of his quirk was pulverized by Mirko.
That's true. She killed one with her thighs.
It happens. Gotta take this guy seriously.
I know. Someone said like, bro, she killed a villain with her thighs, and someone's like, why does he deserve such treatment?
This should be me.
Exactly.
Cuts to the Yu-Gi-Oh bit. Oh, it should have been me.
Bro, it hurts because I see down there as a panel of Shirakumo.
Yeah. But Nezu continues.
I really hope Eri can bring him back. I really hope so.
I think so. It'll be weird. It's gonna take a lot of power, right? But I think she can do it.
Like when I was watching the anime, I was catching up on the anime, and it reminded me. Overhaul. He killed Rappa.
Yeah, he killed Rappa several times.
And brought him back.
Mm-hmm.
Eri can rewind. And so who's to say that she can't defy the laws of nature if Overhaul can?
Yeah, because I believe that she's simply rewinding time for the object. In this case, Kurogiri is still like the corpse.
She could rewind it back to where the cells were active, and he's him again.
And all of a sudden, he's 15 again, like the movie. Or 17 again.
Hey, if all he's got to do is age, he'll be fine.
This is true.
That's the least of his worries.
Right. But knowing the series, if possible, I think they would either like rewound him back to like the point like of his death, so like his body was never tampered with, or the more optimistic one is that they just do it before he died, so he can live on.
I was thinking before he died.
Yeah, that'd probably be more optimistic. But then it becomes like a question of like, do we bring people back from the dead? And I don't think they'd want to touch on that topic for a little bit.
Yeah, I think what it is though is because think about it. it wouldn't be as much bringing him back from the dead. It is that, but it's more of a correcting an injustice in terms of Kurogiri is Shirakumo. He's a living corpse essentially.
Yeah.
He's a zombie, but Eri can make it to where that is fixed, and in doing so, he is brought back to life.
We could probably make that work. Yeah.
It's like it's not necessarily like using the Dragon Balls. It's more on the lines of just a side effect.
Yeah, it's just like, oh well, we're just simply trying to undo the justice to all the Nomu here.
And it just happens. We get Shirakumo back.
Well, no, it's just Shirokuma. And who knows, maybe some other like guest character that will be like, oh, no way.
I mean, Shirakumo literally is the Goku of the series, so I mean it was just sad to see him go.
Wait, in what way is he like Goku?
His quirk, Loud Cloud.
Oh, I didn't know about his quirk. What does it do?
Look it up. Look up Shirakumo Loud Cloud.
Loud Cloud.
Look it up.
Okay, I'll do that like right now. Sure.
We'll just put and you'll even see it in his hero outfit.
Sure. Oh wow, I'm messing up here. My Hero Academia. Shiro Kumo. Quirk. It's Cloud. Don't fucking tell me. I see this portrait of him and I'm like, no way, dude. No way.
Powerful.
Power pole. Okay, let's see. It grants them the ability to generate clouds. These clouds are dense enough to be touched and can carry a large amount of weight. Oboro can ride his generated clouds through the air and even use them to store objects. That's super cool. Holy shit. Hold on.
He's got a Nimbus.
I could have sworn we've seen someone with that. Oh, actually, you know what? Yeah, we did. For our quirk concepts, it was someone who's wanted to make like a mini storm type of character. So, but this one's also like
go to Google and look at the images. Click on the images.
Look at all the images. Okay. Where else would I be able to find it aside from like the gallery?
I mean, click back.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I haven't seen it in the anime, man. That looks crazy in the anime.
Yeah. So yeah, my God, dude, it really be like that.
He is Goku. And just looking at him, I'm like, this is a character I would love. Just looking at him, I'm like, I would love this dude.
Yeah, I think I would too. It's too good.
Like, go back to where you Google searched him and look at images real quick, then we'll continue the chapter.
Oh, okay. Let me just go ahead and pull them up from here.
Go to images?
Yeah. So what exactly are we looking for here?
Hold on.
If you already have like the image on hand, then
like type it. Like, look, there's one of him on it.
Oh, writing the. Oh yeah, this. Yeah, my God, it's.
You see him sitting on it.
It's such an obvious thing now.
He's Goku.
Like you wouldn't be able to see it by just simply like this shot of like them together because of their outfits, but then when we go into the hero like design, it's like, oh, of course. Of course.
Also, type in the search real quick next to his name. Just keep it in images, but also type Loud Cloud next to it because I want to see if it'll pull up the shot where he's like in motion on it.
I swear to God, if it's gonna be like how I think it is. Aside from like the usual like sit down animation, I know what you mean.
Because there's one where he's like literally mid motion in it, and it's like, yeah.
Okay, well, is it like something that like Horikoshi actually drew?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Like I'll see if I can find it like after the chapter.
Oh, okay. Let's do that. Anyway, kind of going back to where we were on the page of the manga. As he was saying, the quirk, like the copy of his quirk was pulverized by Murako. But if you hadn't reached through Shirakumo's spirit that day, no place on this planet would be an impenetrable stronghold any longer. It may be faint and as elusive as a cloud. Wow. But there remains a wisp of hope for us.
I feel like that's also a hint that he could come back.
I think so, yeah. I'll go ahead and wrap up on
You
this
finish
one.
it.
Okay. What was it? Aizawa says, still keeping up the strategy against Toga? Wow. They're just dropping Toga. Nez says, yes. We have inferred the limitations of her quirk in terms of quantity of blood ingested and transformation duration. Accordingly, we are admitting evacuees to UA after keeping them on isolation for long enough. Then UA is our stronghold, says Aizawa, and it's time for payback. And Nezla says, yes, of course. As we get a shot of like outside UA, we see a very familiar jacket. Soup. And it's All Might. Dude, I just want Deku to hug this dude.
Right.
I'm sorry you dropped your bento box.
I'm sorry.
But I wonder. Nah, I was thinking like it's sometimes it's weird because like when you have Toga as like an agent that we don't really see much of like during this time like period, you kind of have to wonder for characters who don't like show any expression like this. But I'm gonna say it is All Might. But we haven't really seen him since, you know, Deku like left him. After that, I was just like, what happened? And you know, the whole question about like what is what's Sting gonna do? Because he heard the entire conversation, so at the very least he understands that Deku is much more connected to All Might than meets the eye. It's like, yeah, no, it's because he passed on the ideals and the power to him. So I wonder what Sting's gonna do with all this.
Basically, it's like I wonder what he is gonna do.
Yeah, but I know we spent a fair bit of time just kind of like looking at Shirakumo, and I'm glad we did that.
Being of which, like your misses.
But going over the chapter real quick, it's pretty much MVP is the dude from the very beginning of the manga.
That's such. I love that. That's such a good callback.
Yeah, Koda and the lady like reaching out. Everyone's just. Well, I mean, like our main like heroes are just taking us all in. I think now there's a lot more reasoning coming into the crowd, especially like our All Might shirt wearing dude. He just wanted the reassurance as well, and Deku gave it to him mainly because of the fact that everyone else gave him that strength to say so. And so Hawks having being kind of the narrator here as far as like what has transpired all is a connection and can be seen as such. So everything that just happened over the past couple chapters is meant for something, and I feel like it's a little jab at those who said otherwise. People are like, man, I miss when Deku was just going solo and beating the shit out of people. What's all this? But like, nah, it's important. It's all really important. Especially this two-pager.
Very important to have connections.
Yes. Everything reconnected Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts reconnected.
This is gonna be so rough, but I'm really hoping to see like the aftermath, just like with Deku finally all cleaned up and finally able to say like more things to characters here. He's been pretty silent. It's interesting to see Bakugo through these couple chapters too, because he pretty much doesn't like go out of like his usual. He doesn't really go into his usual like character like. But what would we call it? Archetype.
Basically,
he's really matured almost in that sense, but also like he himself doesn't really have much to say in this situation except for reminding Deku that literally everyone's picking up pieces that you can't handle all by yourself. So, but he's still like within his characters to the point where this two-pager shows that he's still very much so a bum sometimes.
A bum?
Lack of better words, yes.
A bum?
But
Foul as fuck.
I can't you feel that same way in this 2-pager?
But you're not wrong. You said, boy, the man's just having a hard time right now.
But I mean, like Baku already shared his sentiments, and it's now like Deku who has to deal with all of this stuff right now.
This is true.
God, man, that is so short. Anyway.
Oh, he is tiny as fuck.
Poor dude. Anyway, everyone's just I like how everyone's just kind of going through the crowds, and some of them are actually like talking to like the civilians. It really is just kind of like just kind of not an action sequence, I would say, but just like still motion of everyone just trying to get through the crowd, just getting Deku into safety. The whatchamacallit, Ida just taking the hand and just guiding like Deku like onwards is and then Mom Midoriya and then dude holding the umbrella for Midoriya
Oh.
And then Momo doing absolutely nothing but talking to other people It's great. Also, Aizawa, I'm glad that he's
looking like Solid Snake.
Yeah, he's looking like Solid Snake. Thank you, boss. After he just polarizes men with like a 5 combo hit.
I mean, basically.
But everything's starting to shift over from like, well, I think it's more like now we're focusing on that little beacon of hope, like in the midst of like all the tragedy that's kind of like occurred, like since the post like battle against Shigaraki / All for One. So actually there was one thing I wanted to check and see. To be continued, it says. Let's see what's the app have to say as far as the next chapter. Probably a week. Let's see.
A week.
Just needs to load fast enough. Yeah, about a week. So within that next week, it's kind of hard to say. This seems like a point where like we can still continue with the main stuff that's happening at UA, or they can shift over to, I feel like maybe Toga, since they like left it off on that, or they just like focus in on this All Might and just see like what happens there.
Who knows? Maybe even Endeavor.
Yeah, honestly, I really want to know like
they have a whole lot set up right now.
I'm not sure like when they're gonna find the time to take care of Toya, but like I hope it's soon.
Like really soon.
Hooey. And so I think that's pretty much it. That's all I can really elaborate on. There's possible like jumping points from here, and I'm looking forward to it. I don't know what they're gonna throw in, but it's definitely, I want to see like the step forward in like UA side. But if we see something from Toga, because I'm curious to see like her resolve now and what she's gonna do, because last time she literally was like on foot.
This is true.
But yeah. All right. Anything you want to add, Mark, before we go and call?
There's just so many different aspects that they could do next chapter that I just don't know if we can actually guess what it's gonna be.
Yeah.
We can decide from the pool, or I mean, like he could just go fucking left field and we're just like.
Meanwhile,
in our universe.
Meanwhile, in our universe. I remember that bit. It's great. All right. I guess in that case, we'll go ahead and end the manga stream here.